All right, sports fans, the NFL draft is done. Now it's time to look at which teams had the best draft, the worst draft, and the overall grades, and how they would fare in their respectable divisions. So let's get to it. The Cleveland Browns picked up some great picks, headlined by defensive end Myles Garrett, who sat out week 1 due to an injury. And then they went with a steal in the draft and picked up shifty Jabril Peppers, who can play all over the field. And then they picked up a quarterback, Deshaun Kaiser, who's currently a starter right now. Overall, for the Browns, their grade was an A. Coming off a big overtime win over the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Chicago Bears, who shocked everyone and gave up 3 picks to select Mitch Trubisky. A 13-game starter in college, he must prove he was worth the pick. It's reported in college that he struggled with snaps in the preseason. He is currently second on the depth chart. The Bears only drafted 1 defensive player, and they really need a lot of defensive help. The overall grade for me, a D. In late January, the San Francisco 49ers hired GM John Lynch to help out in the front office and get this team off to a decent start. In the draft, they worked hard to improve their defense by selecting defensive tackle Solomon Wilcox and linebacker Reuben Foster with their picks. Their overall grade was an A because these players can come in and make an immediate impact for their team. This team is currently winless, but give them time. They're getting it done. The Jacksonville Jaguars are a young and improving team. So with their first 2 picks, they went on offense for the day, selecting running back Leonard Fournette, a big bruising back who was there at the 4th pick, so they took him, and offensive tackle Cam Robinson, who was a 2nd-round selection. They feel these two can come in and make an impact. These picks earned these teams an A and a B by analysts and NFL experts. So expect this team to compete in the AFC South. It has been a while since they made a playoff run. The 5th selection came from the 2-1 and currently in first place in the AFC South, and the 6th best offense, Tennessee Titans. This pickup will really help out quarterback Marcus Mariota, who's coming off a broken leg. The addition of Corey Davis will bring speed to that offense. The Titans took a chance on Davis with him coming in hurt off an ankle injury, so he wasn't able to work out at the combine. So he must prove that he's worth this pick. Overall, the grade was an A. Y'all, the New York Jets are on the clock. They picked up their first win this past Sunday. They still don't have a decent quarterback, so they spent the first 2 rounds on defense. Well, they selected safeties Jamal Adams and Ardarius Stewart. These 2 will help out with a defense that ranked near the bottom in every major category. They also did get some help on offense with wide receiver Jordan Leggett. The overall grade for this team was a B. Another winless team in the NFL draft. The 7th overall selection came from the San Diego Chargers, who selected speedy wide receiver Mike Williams, who had a breakout game in a national championship against Alabama. This will be a good pickup because 4th-year receiver Keenan Allen is coming off a torn ACL, and they do have Melvin Gordon back there. Overall, their offense will be fine. Critics gave them a B. Protecting your quarterback is key. So with this 8th pick, the Carolina Panthers picked up tough running back and speedy running back Christian McCaffrey. They're trying to take the load off Cam, who's known for taking a bunch of hits. They also picked up Curtis Samuel, a dual threat that can play slot or receiver. This team really based their picks off speed. Overall grade was an A. The 9th pick went to the Cincinnati Bengals, another winless team in the league right now, who's trying to complement A.J. Green, and they think they have found it with John Ross, who broke a 9-year record with a 4.22 in the 40-yard dash. We have yet to see him make an impact. Overall, this was a great pickup for their offense. Their grade was an A, but they need wins right now. Lastly, the 10th and final pick came via trade from the Buffalo Bills. They gave this pick to Kansas City. Andy Reid likes quarterbacks that can actually sling it and throw it hard. So Alex Smith may be leaving in free agency this year, so it was a no-brainer that they picked up Patrick Mahomes as a lock for this pick. Yes, it did come as a shocker because no one expected him to be second quarterback taken off the board. The overall pick was a B. They're currently undefeated right now. This year's top 10 draft picks had its surprises, shockers, and some were guaranteed picks. One thing about this pick, there will be teams that get better in every aspect or another. So stay tuned. 2017 looks to be a blast.